right. 5 questions that have nothing to do with sports. We do it every Thursday. It's brought to you by Bridgewater State University. Jay Stu is efforting the copy, but again, brought to you by Bridgewater State University. Maybe one of you have it over there?
Let me look. Stand by.
All right.
5 questions that have nothing to do with sports is brought to you by Bridgewater State University. Bridgewater State University produces a skilled workforce for today's in-demand jobs, elevating business in Boston and beyond. BSU works. Visit bridgew.edu/elevate to learn more. Again, that's bridgew.edu/elevate to learn more. Hit it.
Question number 1. What is something that people think is healthy or good for them, but in reality is not?
Jogging. And this is as much a weight loss thing as anything. Because I don't want to say it's bad for you. Like, you'd rather jog than eat a full pizza pie. But diminishing returns doesn't have the results that you think it does. It builds up a chemical called cortisol that is antithetical to weight loss. Your body takes a pounding. Jogging...
Definitely not great for the lower back and your feet and ankles and all that.
Again,
the pounding is real.
I've had ups and downs with weight like everybody else. My big threshold occurred when I gave up jogging. So, jogging.
Maz?
So I say sugar substitutes. I think, there's a lot of, they're just artificial. You're putting artificial stuff into your body that can't be good. I'm becoming.
It always gives cancer to the mice.
I know. I'm becoming more and more a believer in sort of organic, real food.
Yeah.
Nothing processed, just real food. Even like sugar in real food, I think is okay because it's natural, like the sugar in a piece of fruit. You're not adding sugar, so I try to avoid adding sugar, but those sugar substitutes I think are bad news.
Hummus and anything else in that section of the supermarket. Hummus, tzatziki, roasted red pepper dip. You all think it's healthy. You dip like 5 carrots in that stuff, fat. And it's all delicious, believe me. I want to pound hummus until I black out. But it's not.
Tzatziki's in that category?
It's like creamy and sour cream. Like you eat like a sleeve of crackers with that. Next thing you know, you put on 10 pounds. You think it's good for you. It's really not.
Okay.
So there you go. Question number 2. What's the pettiest hill that you'll die on?
I wish I had a better answer for you, but social media. Like, I'm just not doing it. And go F yourself. I don't want to do it.
So that's a good one. You're going to have to help me with this. Can you throw a few at me?
I'll give you mine. So, like, if I'm at a wing place and you bring out ranch, go back in that kitchen and bring me out blue cheese, because I'm not eating my wings with ranch. I want blue cheese, and preferably all flats. Flats and blue cheese, not ranch. Get ranch out of my face. I want blue cheese.
I'll go with the social media one. I'll second that.
Aren't you? You're on it.
I know, but less so than ever. And I'm now taking steps to
remove
detangle
yourself.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Or to silence people.
Question number 3. What's the one family tradition you'd like to pass down to your kids?
I'd say long, lazy beach days that we do as a family and have done our whole lives. And I'm happy to sit there for 6 hours on the beach with my wife and 2 daughters. And we've always had our best days there. And I don't think that I'll have to work too hard to do it. I think they like doing it.
That's a good one.
I can attest to this. The time you had my wife and I out to Nantucket, it was like late in the afternoon. I'm like, I can't believe these Felgers are still at the beach.
All of us.
The whole day.
Yep.
I love that, except that I have 2 boys who can't sit still for 5 minutes. And
that's why you bring a ball.
Well, so anytime
and jump in the water.
Anytime you do some sort of activity with them, it becomes competitive, and then it's unenjoyable. So I have settled on the family golf scramble. We actually play. We won't go out and play golf together now. We don't play against each other. We play a scramble as a group.
Does it include Natalie?
Yeah. Oh yeah, all 4 of us.
See, this is a question for another day. I will sit on the beach with. I have no problem spending time with my wife. I'll go 8 hours at a crack. I'll spend all day on the beach with you. Please, no
golf course.
No,
Yeah,
I can't. Please don't do that.
So she skips some shots, and but she basically rides in the cart and will hit a few here and there. And I will say that if my kids enjoy it, I tend to actually find it tolerable. So the family scramble.
No kids for the missus and I, so this one doesn't apply. Question number 4: have you ever written a letter or email to a company to complain about something? I mean, we get these as part of the job.
Not many, but yes. There was a service company, I don't even say what they did, but for my folks, before my father passed last year, that I thought, you kind of taking advantage of them. Older folks, not really dialed in. And I started to take over a lot of this stuff, maintenance of their house and things like this. And I felt the company was kind of taking advantage of them. And
did it get anything done?
Yeah, it worked. They came back out and took care of everything. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one to bitch about.
I threatened, not that I know how to do it, but I said I'm going to go on, what do you say, Yelp or like all these things and just bury you.
Google reviews.
I mean, and I even know how to really, I was kind of bluffing. Like, I don't think I would have done it. But it did work.
I have not done a lot of it either, but I did once, without getting into too many particulars, send a note to an airline about something that happened on a flight. So I don't want to get into too many particulars, and I'll leave it at that. Because it might then become clear which airline it was.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a strongly written tweet to an airline before, and I used the word unacceptable. I feel unacceptable gets things moving. And the pilot actually came and found me when I was sitting in Logan and was like, hey, we're really sorry, we're working on it. And I got bumped up to first class. I was like,
jeez.
Oh, that was the balls. But I grew up, so my mother used to write like sternly written letters to companies, specifically Frito-Lay. There was this one particular spring that the Doritos she bought weren't up to her liking. They weren't seasoned enough. That summer, we got cases of Doritos sent to us. Oh, it was the best as a fat child.
I know a guy who once wrote to complain about a change in the formula of a candy bar, yeah.
Oh, good God.
Finally, what movie made you say, holy crap, there's still an hour left?
Like all of them nowadays.
Yeah, right.
It's like people don't understand. The hard part is editing. It's not, the hard part is paring down your material to the best stuff and cutting things. That's the hard part. And everyone's given up the hard part. That's why all these movies are 2-3 hours. So it's everything. But one that stands out to me is Wolf of Wall Street.
3.5 hours of that movie.
3 hours on the button. 3 hours. And the scene that should have put you over the top was when he took the Quaalude and was crawling out of the country club into his car. Do you remember this?
Of course.
That thing must have taken 10 minutes. And they kept it in because DiCaprio did a good job with it, and it was funny, I guess. But it was 10 minutes of a 3-hour movie that was really just about Wall Street guys getting out of control. You should have told that story in 90 minutes tops. And the 10 minutes to crawl out of the country club into the car was egregious.
Mazz?
So I'll pick a recent one because I couldn't recall anything specifically, although there have been a million of them. I will say just quickly that if, like, my wife wants to watch a movie or something or a series, one of the first things I ask is how many episodes and how long is it? So I like the shorter stuff too, but I'll say The Brutalist, which I did see. And there's an intermission.
I was going to say, isn't there an intermission in it?
Yes, and when we got to it, I said, oh, my God, we're only at halftime? Like, holy crap, really? How much farther do we have to go? So I thought, while it was good, I thought that a lot of the first half could have been trimmed down to about 40 minutes. So I'll say The Brutalist.
It's most of these movies these days, but there's one more than any other. It's the last stupid Lord of the Rings movie, Return of the King, which has like 4 different endings. And when you get to the second one, you're like, please, tell me this is it. Nope, still like hour and a half to go in that effing movie. So concludes 5 questions. Welcome back, Felger.
Thank you. There it is.